First week back at work in the UK, and what can I say? Well, I'm back out in Spain, as you probably guessed, being the weekend. But first thing I want to say is I did misjudge flight prices. I didn't realise they would fluctuate as much as they have. But then again, it's the school holidays, so they've sort of gone from £50 to £60 to 270. Not a major issue, because I've got a wedding come up next weekend, so I'm actually doing the photography at a wedding. But at the same time, if you're going to do this route, you've got to be aware and the prices move. But also, talking to other expats, what they do is they book 5 weeks in advance as a minimum. So they, hindsight, book in advance. But at the same time, I'm still struggling to get work to let me know what I'm doing in 2-3 weeks time, never mind 3-4 months. So at the moment that's not really panning out for me, but although it's difficult, it's not impossible. So right now I'll be flying into Birmingham tonight, packing all my bags up, well, most of the stuff's in the car already, and down to Portsmouth for 3 weeks. But I'm seriously looking at going back to contracting and doing it in blocks, because I'm not being funny. If I could be out here in the holiday season, I can make money, and then working in the UK during the winter or whatever, we could have a pretty good life. I also got a call centre opportunity that's come up in not in the Philippines, in Spain, which I'm trying to put together at the moment. So it's all very busy, and all a bit hit and miss, because some of the things, like I said, the flights sort of threw things out a little bit of spanners in the work. But even with that, I'm just looking at how I can make an extra £400 a month to cover any changes over a period of time. Because basically what you'd have is like what I've got now. I'm back this weekend, I've got a wedding next weekend, so the flight money I'd allocate for next weekend can actually be spent the weekend after. So worst case scenario, I'd only be home twice a month, which is better than once a year. So it's all in the right direction. I've got to admit, I've got a fantastic wife that understands that not everything goes my way, but she understands that I'm also trying to make it so that we do have the life that we want. Kids are loving Spain. We've got some of our friends over at the moment, the Allrights, and they can see why we've done what we've done. They can see the environment we live in. They can see the cost of living here. The only financial cripple on me at the moment is the flights, which is a problem. But like I said, if I do block working, it may not be, because if I go and do 3 months solid, then come back for 2 to 3 months, it's not too bad. I'm not being funny. Okay, you're away for 3 months at a time, but you're home for 3 months solid, which, if you actually calculate the hours, you actually spend up more time at home in those 3 months rather than 9 till 5. A friend of mine works alongside me. He does exactly the same as I do. He doesn't see his wife stress with an FE, not an S. He only sees her and the kids at the weekends, because he's with me in Premier Inn hotels all the way around the country wherever we're needed. So if I was doing this for 3 months solid and then come back here for 3 months solid, I'm actually going to spend more family time. But on top of that, when I stop work, the tax contributions stop, because now the UK's got so stupid on tax, it actually pays for me to stop working at certain points of the year and put in for a tax rebate, because I'm working for free. I'm just tired of the UK, to be honest, in many ways. Financially, I just feel robbed. The middle classes are robbed to pay for the poor and shafted by the rich. Now, I've got no problem with people being rich. What I do have a problem with is things like where you get people complaining about benefit cheats, and then they get jailed or whatever, while MPs are racking up expenses on second mortgages and stuff paid for by the taxpayer, then going, oh, was that wrong? Should I give it back as long as I keep my job? Or if I keep getting pressured, I'll step down at the next election because then I'm guaranteed my pension. So, yes, the UK is really bugging me. And it's not for, my brother's struggling to get work at the moment, and there's no work in the area, and he gets hassled by the job centre. They sent him an interview the other day. It was like probably about 35 miles away. Now, it was before I got back, so he didn't have any budget to actually get to the interview. They said, you've got to be there tomorrow. And he's like, but I have no money. I have no money for petrol. I've got no money for a train fare or anything else. Well, you've just got to get there. Now, first thing is the job wouldn't be viable, not for that amount of commuting. Secondly, too short notice. Even me with contracts, if you said to me you must do this tomorrow, I'll say no, I don't have to must do anything. So I don't know what the job centre's playing at, because what the job centre should be doing is job generation. The skill sets are dire in the UK these days. They should actually be putting people into courses where they actually learn something, and not learn how to write a CV when they actually have no qualification to put on it. But anyway, I'll cut that bit short. How long is this video? 6 minutes. Okay, so yeah, off that topic. But yeah, I can see this working. I can see other people being able to do what I'm doing. I'm seriously looking at doing air conditioning, get my qualifications for service and maintenance of air conditioning units, because every single building's got one. Because that's one thing I will say, I'm not fussy on what I'm doing. I'll take whatever money's there. I started a small air conditioning servicing company here, tied in with facilities management and stuff later. I could see that growing from quite a small company into something quite large over a decade. I wouldn't expect it to become huge in a year or whatever, because we're still recovering from a recession, or should we say still lying about the fact that we're even in one, in Europe, globally. I would say globally, because there's the same problems in different countries. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to get onto politics too much because it sort of pulls everything down. But managed to get good parking at Alicante Airport, €200 a year. The guys are pretty good there. They'll wash the car 6 times as well. It's only like about €5 each way as well in the car, so that's good. The only expense is probably Birmingham Airport, because they charge you £1 just to get picked up these days, because they've actually it goes back to politics and robbery and corruption, because that's the way you're there less than 10 minutes for £1. Frustrating, just annoys me. So yeah, everything's going well. I've also got another college course to do at the end of this month. Work's booked me into one that I only found out about on Wednesday, so I've got another college course with work, but I'm going to be doing my NEBOSH, which is more health and safety orientated one, which is good for FM management. And then I have my BIFM4, which is a Business Institute of Facilities Management, level 4, which is ongoing when the college pull the finger out, because I'm just waiting for them to actually give me some more paperwork to do, because they only do it on a month-to-month basis, where if they'd actually sent me the whole course I could have done it by now. But that's the only things I've got to grumble about. Positive side, flight between here and the UK is easy to do. If somebody says, I get bored of it, I'll tell you what, you want to learn to sleep. I just sleep on the flight, doesn't matter what time of day it is, I'll just nap on the flight these days. I fly economy, I'm not fussy about too much leg room or whatever. I just throw my head down, go to sleep, and wake up 10-20 minutes before we land, and I'm all fresh, ready to go. Like tonight I'll be right back in the UK about 11 o'clock by the time I get to my parents, midnight, and I'll be leaving the house at 5 a.m. To get to Portsmouth. So you know, learn to sleep if it bothers you that much. Don't take coffee the night before. Just chill out. And that's what I can say about Spain. I'm sitting up here. You know, there's other parts of Spain it's actually snowing. I'm sat here, don't want to go downstairs at the minute because I'm feeling warm with the sun on me. Sorry, the sun's over here. It's normally over there a bit, but it's over here today. But yeah, it's nice. It's warm. It's like August in UK. I could sit up here and get a tan today, to be honest. But there's actually expats rescued this week from the snow in northern Spain. But here, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's been a bit cold. My wife said it's been a bit cold the last week. But maybe it's because I'm back, the sun's back. Anyway, thanks for watching.